I saw this headline. I said, God dang. The bigger the cap, the bigger the peeling. Oh, Miami's 8-time Pro Bowl wide receiver. His name is who? Tyreek Hill. He's being released. He turns 32 on March 1st, recovering from a dislocated knee and a torn ACL. You know it's other things, but they just got tired of writing. And now will be an unrestricted free agent for the first time in his NFL career. His release will save the Dolphins $22.8 million against the salary cap. Blah, blah, blah. How did we get here? Let me just spit this gum out. I told you I was on itty-bitty duty. How did we get here? Injuries, obviously. Production, obviously. Change and turnover, obviously. Fingerprints all on the franchise as we now look at the Miami Dolphins under new power. And you look at Tyreek Hill, and he distracted himself enough to where he became a distraction and no longer the fast-moving attraction. It happens to all of us if we lose sight of that eye on that prize. I always go back to Rocky. And Rocky, when they were singing, "I had a tiger, I had a tiger," if you really listen to the lyrics, it was just like, it's just a little slight deviation off the course, and all of a sudden, no matter what you're doing and no matter where you're trying to go, you're going to be off course. You're going to be off base. And that's what happened with Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill got caught up in the sauce. As fast as he was, he couldn't outrun his problems because he kept running into him. And it's sad to see because you only think about the untapped potential, as great as he is. And I wonder if he's a Hall of Famer. It's based on the Hall of Fame criteria of today, which means we are not letting your personality in no matter what your production is unless we're going to make you wait. I don't know if he qualifies in terms of personality. Production, yeah, I think he gets over that hump. But at the same time, I don't think they're going to be ready to open up their arms to somebody who has all of these outside the game issues. And we talk about the baby mamas. You could talk about all the domestic violence allegations, to all the incidents, to the child support. Whatever you're going to say, Tyreek Hill comes as Pigpen, kicking up dust. That's a must when you talk about Tyreek Hill. So the problem with all of this is, how in the hell does somebody that talented, especially with the origins he has, as you know, this wasn't a first-round draft pick, first overall pick. This wasn't that guy. This is a guy who kind of, if you want to say it, despite having all that talent, had to get it from the mud. Reminds me of Antonio Brown, same situation. You're like, they forgot about you once. You're going to make them now forget about you again? You're going to walk into that same situation again? It makes you think, like, what was really going on in your dome if you really going to lose sight of all of that glory, all of that game that you possessed and you were showing the world. And he just needs to, frankly, be a professional. Grow up. Whatever the hell you want to say, whatever the hell you want to do, however the hell you want to beat it up. It's getting to a place, and I'm kind of mid-age, because the youngsters think they got it figured out, but they don't. And the old cats say they do got it figured out, but it's a little late. And I've been seeing this kind of back and forth generational beef. And it's really trying to show accountability. At the same time, it's a lot of blame. Old cats is like, no, that ain't it. That ain't it. This is it. And then the young cats are like, dog, I got this. First of all, I'm in a position where you even talking to me. Don't act like that old head. If you're an old head talking to Tyreek Hill, he like, dog, yeah, okay. You had your day. How did it go? So far, mine is going better than yours. I've been a young head who heard the old heads talking to him. Darryl Green came up to us. I was at the first ever rookie symposium in 1997, NFL rookie symposium in Chicago. And I remember sitting in there in the crowd. Now I'm kind of like, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, because I went to Columbia. So I'm like around all this big-time football, and I'm like, this is sick. I'm looking at everybody and listening to everybody because I'm like, I don't know big business football. I know how to play big boy football. That's why I'm here. I'm a second rounder. Don't sleep, fool. Most of y'all in here underneath me if y'all want to talk pecking order. And I don't talk like that, but I was thinking like that. Now I said, but even no matter, I got a position where I'm guaranteed to make the team, blah, blah, blah. I need to listen to these old heads. And I remember listening to them, and I was like, damn, I was pretty interested. No? Look to my right. That was pretty dope. No? They like, man, if this fool don't hurry up and get off this stage, we ain't here for this. We ain't here to be preached to. And that's what's the problem. When you get off the amusement park ride that everybody waited 2-3 hours to get on, the last thing they want to hear you say when you walking by is like, oh, man, don't get in that line. Get out the line, dog. It ain't worth it. What? Oh, man, it ain't as good as they say. And even if you come back and say, it's insane, it's great, it just makes you like, all right. No matter what you say, it's going to make me want to get on there and ride it for myself. Right? It's going to make me want to go out there and do what I got to do. That's as simple as it gets. And people are like, oh, well, he should have listened. And where's his family? Where's his friends? Where's his crowd? Where's his mentors? Dog, where were they when he was trying to get there? This is the biggest problem. Everybody want to go to the parade, but nobody wants to build the floats. Everybody wants to go to the parade, but nobody wants to build the floats. So when it's time to go, confetti falling, people are really taking into account of who was really riding with me. And sometimes that ride was a dark place. Not everybody gets to the yellow brick road because it was a smooth sailing. It was a rough place. If I know I had it rough to even try and make it, I know some of these cats, listen to their stories, I'm like, oh, they went through hell. And when you get through hell and you escape it, you make it, part of your DNA is used to that chaos. Part of your DNA is like, I know how it goes. I know how to make it through it. You know, I like running the hurdles. Nah, I don't want the open race. I want the hurdles. I need some obstacles. I need some adversity. And Tyreek Hill, unfortunately, is one of those cats. He ain't the first. He ain't the last. We know how it goes. Like when you have that DNA, that unconscious, like I'm looking for chaos because I want to either show I can make it through it or I want to show that I can survive all things. Like you get this like ego to you. Like that's what I'm used to. That's why a lot of hoodsters make it. The ones that make it out the hood, a lot of times, watch them. They go back. They're used to that chaos. So I'm looking at Tyreek Hill like, dog, what's the fixing? Is it a breath of fresh air? He got high on the horse. I can't lie. We've been predicting it. We've been seeing it. He got high on the horse. It don't matter how good you are. You ain't going to outplay the game. That's what cats get twisted. You think you so good you're going to outplay the game. No, it's a game within the game that somebody not as good as you can play and be better than you in the game that you better than them in. How about them apples? Huh? How many times you show up and you're like, dog, look at them. Look at that. Yuck. How many times you done won the game in pregame already? Warm-ups. You looking at somebody like, no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. And they figure out a way. Why? Because they know the way. You know your way. They know the way. And then I'm looking at Tyreek Hill like, bruh, fix it, man. Fix it. Not for me. I ain't that selfish. It ain't for me. It's just I want you to get all your glory. I want you to get all your greatness. If I could run a 4.1, Jesus. At the same time, look, I have my own talents, my own assets, and I tricked off some stuff. I'm certain. I'll give you some examples. Little, not arrogant, but I felt a little too fluffy in San Diego. You know, if I would have played them cards a little different, you know, just a little different, I could have made that situation a little better. Dallas, certainly. You know, you get through it, and when you're 26, you are the man of the house, and I'm not talking about your daddy don't count. I'm just talking about your daddy asking you for money too. That's a whole different dynamic. When your mama and your daddy asking you for money, you looking at them like, excuse me, Dougie Fresh? Where'd this go? Where'd this come from? You know, and all these pathways are just, you trying to figure it out. First of all, you're in a 1% category. There's so few people you can walk up to and actually respect their opinion because they actually have an astute opinion. They actually know what the hell they talking about. How many dudes you going to walk around and just talk to that play NFL football, that play at an all-pro level, that playing at a future Hall of Fame level, that you going to actually vibe and connect with and respect? Where they at? Right? Where the hell they at? And you can't find them everywhere. And then even you can. Dude, you ain't living like I'm living. I'm trying to burn both ends of this candle, bruh. So Tyreek Hill finds himself in this position now where, and this is how it goes. It's usually like 3 dominoes and then you out. The first time it's like, oh, you know, it's the injury bug or you get traded. Then it turns into, oh no, you get released. And then the last one, they don't even say release no more. They start saying your ass got cut. And when you get cut, it'd be a long time before that call comes. And you'd be like, damn, I thought I was great. I thought I was good. I actually am. People just don't want to deal with the bad. Simple as that. So Tyreek Hill finds himself in that position, man. We may circle back to this conversation because it's more of a life lesson. The football part, look, he's still going to come back. If his knee is holding up and he can run fast again, Tyreek Hill will be on a team. And be on a team bringing all that pig pen dust and that distraction with him. Because I don't think he cleaned that up. Because every time I seen him, whether it was in person or seen him online, he in a different place. He in a different place. That speed done took him out of this world, out of this universe. I don't know where it is. But he ain't with us right now. So hopefully he get his mind right, because if not, I don't give a damn how fast you are. You ain't faster than your mind, dog. You ain't faster than that game. So beat up in the comments. Let me see what you guys talking about. It's sad to see because, damn, he good. It's weird. It's almost like Antonio Brown, the remix. It's like, the Matrix 2. They like making another version of Antonio Brown. You're like, damn, ain't y'all from the same hood too? What the hell y'all doing? Is that a Dade County thing? Well, I know it's a Dade County thing, but let's get into it. All right, beat up in the comments, see what y'all talking about. We got my man TC210, number 1. Let's get this show cracking. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Patrick Edwards, rest in peace to Reverend Jesse Jackson. We got to talk through that a little bit. Reverend Jesse Jackson gone. I mean, some things felt timeless, and I was like, he going to live forever. I mean, he done outlived, like, civil rights, let alone civil rights leaders. He outlived everything. And I was like, damn, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. Woo, we going to die, y'all. Yo, we gonna die. All right, we got my man Rob Moses, number 3. Marcellus, I heard you were low riding on Crenshaw. Oh yeah, I had a 6 tray. I sold it to my. To see the full clip, check out today's live stream. Blah, blah, blah.
Let me put you on to something that's part of my daily routine now. VINIA, not a powder, not a pill.
It's the Daily Chews 2X formula, and yeah, they taste good too.
It's plant-based. No stimulants, no crash, no jitters, no banned substances, no junk. It's Informed Sports certified. Just something that actually delivers. Link in description, vinia.com/Marcellus. Discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Wow. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I think the birds.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.